going to making the spooky pumpkins background. So today we are just going to be using purple paper and purple paint to create a spooky looking background to add pumpkins and a moon too. So folder holder, when you go to the cart and you pick up the folder, you're going to see there are pretty big purple papers. Open up the folder, give everybody a purple paper, then make sure you do return this folder to my box because these papers will be painted. Everybody's gonna get the purple paper horizontal in front of them, side to side. So make sure, we'll get my paint mat turned, that it is horizontal, which is side to side. When I call for supply manager, please understand you're getting the colored crayons off the cart, which is the square. Give everybody one. Everybody's going to write their name, not Miss Lawson, and their teacher's code. So please remember underneath your name, Miss Lawson will remind you if you have forgotten your teacher's code. Collect all those crowns back in the square. That will go back on your cart. So make sure the supply manager collects all of these. Once those are collected, everybody will take their paper and flip it over because we do not want to paint over our name. Then I will call the supply manager again to get the tray off the back counter. Now we do not have water today. So understand you will be needing this big paint mat. So supply manager, I will tell you, table captain will be passing out the brushes. Your brushes look different. They're a little bit bigger today. So our goal is to use these three purples to create swirly looking background on the purple paper. Now here is an important lesson. The middle color, this is actually purple. This is just regular purple out of the bottle. Then we have a tint of purple. The tint of purple is using purple paint plus white paint. I mixed those two colors together and you got a tint, which just means adding white to a color. Sometimes we call this color lavender. Then on the other side, we have the opposite. We have a shade of purple. This is when I've added black to the purple to make a darker purple. So we have our hue, which is our color, the tint of the hue, and the shade of the hue. So tint is adding what color? If you said white, that's correct. The shade is adding black. If you said that, that's correct. So we are gonna start with our darker color. That's gonna be the bottom of our thing. Now our goal is not to paint the whole paper with this color. I'm gonna show you. So I dip it in there. And I'm gonna go to my purple, let me back it back out. And I'm just gonna add, notice I'm doing like a U shape all the way around. So it's fun sometimes to use your other hand. So if you're right-handed, like I'm using my left hand to make the marks just so they look different. So again, you can see I haven't marked up the whole paper, just a lot of spaces. So take your big paper towel, wipe this color off, and then you're gonna go to just purple. Again, don't pick your cups up. Miss Lawson's just picking it up to show you. And I'm gonna do the same things, but I kinda wanna go in the areas that I did not do. Now, if it mixes a little, that's fine. Our tint of purple, the light one. What we're gonna do, sometimes this is what artists do. We're gonna flip our brush over. We're gonna use the end to create little swirlies. So all I'm doing is drawing circles in the paint, just going in circles with my end of my paintbrush. And I gotta be careful, I don't want to rip the paper, but it kind of just gives it a different look. Okay, so yes, be careful, it has paint on end on paint on end. So make sure you do get the handle down, get it in the house, make sure your hair is on top. Please make sure when you lay the house on top that it is laid down, because if it's standing up, it will tip over. Lay it down. Supply manager, I will call you to return the tray. Everybody else, you're going to sit at your table and wait till Miss Lawson dismisses you to the back wall so we can walk to the drying rack. Now, please remember, yes, we did this horizontal, but when you go to the drying rack, you do need to make sure it is vertical, because that's how we fit 8 papers on the drying rack. You're going to have to carry it very carefully, because if you get too much of your hand on there, you're going to get too super messy. But do use both hands, and you're going to carry it back there vertically.